Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So I had a few questions from some beginner scrappers about stainless steel, the difference between non-magnetic stainless steel and magnetic stainless steel, different prices, is it worth upgrading to non-magnetic, and other items like these. How do I clean them and upgrade them? So what I have behind me are two examples of items I commonly find on garbage day. And to answer a question I had from someone about a non-magnetic dishwasher, how do I remove the thick black coating that goes around the frame to upgrade this and give me higher value? So I'm going to answer those questions today to hopefully help you with some of my techniques, help you to upgrade and maximize your profit, and like always for all of them, divert all of these away from the landfill. So first thing I want to start with is this barbecue lid. I do find a number of different styles of barbecue lids. Some of them cast aluminum, the old black style. Some of them completely stainless steel, magnetic or non-magnetic. Some that have the cast aluminum sides on them and a stainless steel top. And there is a difference in price between magnetic stainless steel and non-magnetic stainless steel. But sometimes some of the items that appear to be magnetic are only just partly magnetic, and you do have to just do a little bit of work to upgrade that to get the higher value. So as you can see on this barbecue lid, the magnet I have here does stick. So if I was to bring this in as is, this would be classified as magnetic stainless steel. And currently, magnetic stainless steel, you're getting 17 cents a pound in London, Ontario. So Canadian prices. This, however, is actually, if I just slide it around, you can see the sides here, it does not actually completely stay on here, which tells me that there is parts to this that are non-magnetic. And 9 times out of 10, what it is it's just inside, there will be a thin layer, an extra coating layer of tin, and that is what's given its magnetic attraction. So there is tin in here, and they are very easy to upgrade. There is usually screws on the side, and unfortunately, sometimes the screws can be heavily corroded. They can be filled with gunk, debris, so they're hard to get out. So an angle grinder is an easy way to just grind at it. Right here, there are a couple screw holes to this that I did take out. They were easy to take out. You can see right here the screw hole, 1, 2. The sides here, I did have to remove the little bolts with an angle grinder, and it was well worth my time. As I said, this thing, if I brought it in as magnetic stainless steel, I'm going to get 17 cents a pound. This is 35 pounds right here, but because I did this little work and it took me maybe 2 minutes to do, I just had to, again, remove this. So again, put a magnet to this. That is going to be tin. So this right here is going to give me 8 pounds of tin or shred at some yards. So again, I'm getting no waste here. This rest of this lid here is, as you can see, non-magnetic now all the way. I've checked inside all the little pieces here, anything that's sticking out, completely non-magnetic stainless steel. And this has now been upgraded to 65 cents a pound. So there is 27 pounds here of non-magnetic stainless steel. A lot better price than 17 cents a pound. So easy item. You do want to check your barbecue lids. So there are, I will say, some that are completely magnetic regardless of the inner panel. But easy way to check is on the sides. If it does not have magnetic attraction, it's going to have stainless steel and probably just an inner lining of tin. So that is the first thing, and I will include in my description other videos to full breakdowns of barbecues. That is one of the most common items I find, especially right now because it is spring. People are getting rid of their old barbecues and they are replacing them. So I have found several of these. I found a huge 5-foot one the other day in one of my garbage pickup videos. So I was very happy to get that. Completely non-magnetic stainless steel. So I'm looking forward to the final load. It's in my truck. going to the scrapyard this Saturday, so I will include the final load of stainless steel. The last item here, dishwashers. As you can see, these two dishwashers, put a magnet to them. You can see the magnet does not stick. And these are very, very heavy. Okay, the door, same thing. The door here does not have the plastic where you put your soap. I have already removed the black part here. And these are sometimes tricky. You can see this door here does have some thick coating on it. This is the inside, really nice, clean there, non-magnetic as well. Okay, here is another one, so I have 3 of them. And word of caution when you're working with these, they can be sharp edges on these, so make sure you wear gloves. I did cut myself yesterday transporting it into this garage. But notice the question I had was, how do I remove this black coating on this right here? This one too, so both of these. And my solution, because it is just tape and type of material together, because it is winter or just winter has just passed, what I find easiest with these is I will actually leave them out in the cold in the winter for maybe a week, 2 weeks. Sometimes if I have a huge pile of scrap, I can't even get to it. And I find that the cold weather really reacts to these coatings. It freezes it, and with just a hammer, I can start hitting it off. So, gonna try it. This one I did leave out in winter. It is a little bit cold still. Unfortunately, it might not appear cold now because the video, it is now April, but I did do this video beforehand, so unfortunately I do have videos that don't get posted the day that I make them. So I have had this out in the cold and just gonna do it right now. I do want to make sure I wear safety glasses and just gonna hit the sides of this with a hammer just to see if it starts to peel off. Okay, I am gonna actually put gloves on just so I don't get any sharp edges. Okay, but that is one technique I use. Let the cold do its work, or the weather do its work. Okay, so let's see if it works here. So there's a couple of spots you can see. It is breaking off here. Okay, there's a load. There you go. Okay, so that does just upgrade it there. This stuff, unfortunately, got a piece in my glove here. This is the plastic that you see, and the thing is, as you can see, it is starting to get brittle and break. Okay, so that's great. This is garbage, but I have now, once I remove this steel panel here, the rest of this frame is going to become non-magnetic stainless steel. Okay, so these are very, very heavy for sure. The rest of this is going to be tin. Okay, this one I did not leave out in the cold for long, but I will see if I can do it as well. I can feel the sharp edge there. But, okay, it is breaking here. Okay, so that does work. Okay, other methods I have used a type of file, and I will just actually, go down it, try and peel it, find places like that with a hammer. Okay, so it does peel off, but I find the cold will make it more brittle and easier to handle. Okay, another method, using heat. I have left these out in the sun before too. And the interesting thing about this is when it does warm up, you can start to pry little pieces of it off. Okay, so it does peel off, as you can see there. Okay, so it's slowly coming off. Okay, it is, like I said, I find the cold way better method because this does kind of get a little bit soft and kind of liquidy, if you will. Okay, so hopefully that answered those questions. Short video, but again, for me, leaving them out in the cold definitely does include, or it does speed up the process. It's not foolproof, it's not 100%, but it is pretty effective. As you saw there, you do want to make sure, as mentioned, wear safety glasses because this stuff can be flying around. The other thing I will say is it can also depend on your scrapyard. Some of them, like this, if I can't get the stuff off, I may bring it in. It all depends on the people working on the scale on that particular day. Some of them are less fussy than others. There's been times where I've gotten away with putting something on a scale where I thought I would be downgraded, but I didn't, and vice versa on the other thing. So I have seen a lot of comments from people about that, saying that they were ripped off, or they felt ripped off, thinking that they had a clean load and they were downgraded, and vice versa. So again, for me, unfortunately, it does depend on day, it does depend on load, and more importantly, I think, who's working the scale and prices on that particular day. So hopefully that answered those questions. Again, if there's anything else, I would be more than happy to try and explain it. I continue to look forward to the comments, feedback, and questions. Hopefully, as I said, you found this informative. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.